Greetings, leather people. It's Daniel Kremer again for Trailers from Hell, and we're going to be talking about one of my all-time favorite movies today by a director who is, for obvious reasons, very special to me, very close to my heart. It is Sidney J. Furie's The Leather Boys from 1964. I wrote the book on Sidney, just to remind you, and The Leather Boys is my favorite film of his. That's a rather tall statement when you consider that his movie, The Ipcress File, is the movie that made me want to be a filmmaker myself way back when I saw it. I was 11 years old when I saw it, and I knew what I wanted to do with the rest of my life. The film, The Leather Boys, stars Rita Tushingham, one of the so-called it girls of the British New Wave, along with Dudley Sutton, who it seems most people know for his work in Ken Russell's The Devils. This was a pretty groundbreaking picture in the history of queer cinema, and it has equal esteem among lovers of rocker cinema and motorcycle cinema, I guess you might call it, having been shot at the legendary Ace Cafe, which still stands. It actually went away for a while, but they reopened it, and it now memorializes the movie. It was recently released on Blu-ray, and it's from AGFA and Shout Factory. I recorded the commentary track. It features myself with Mr. Furie. It is the favorite commentary track I've ever recorded because I've done quite a number by now. And I also gave them a few other extras as well, including my interview with Rita Tushingham and my interview with Dudley Sutton. Those were recorded for my book around 2013. So without further ado, adapted from a novel by Gillian Freeman under the pen name Elliot George, I give you Sidney J. Furie's The Leather Boys. Favorites are always harder for me to talk about, but let's start with the black and white CinemaScope. Gorgeous. We have Gerald Gibbs on camera here. This opening reference to a new look at the young ones is a definite wink-wink to the fact that Furie had just directed the 1961 box office hit The Young Ones, which starred British rock star Cliff Richard. Furie, who was only 29 years old, was hired by iconoclast producer Raymond Strauss on the basis of his work directing that film. The most remarkable thing about the way Furie directed The Leather Boys is that he used a system of focused improvisation. There was a script, but the director didn't like the way the lines were coming out during rehearsal. So Sidney told them, "You know the intent of the scenes, just go for it in your own words." Standing nearby was a secretary taking dictation from the actors, and a whole new script was constructed. Very Mike Lee-esque, right? This trailer very coyly hints at the film's gay themes, even using the word gay at one point, albeit with the classical meaning. Clever, dear copywriter, clever. On a personal note, this film is very special to me because it helped and inspired me to come out as gay in my own life. Vito Russo, the author known for writing the landmark text The Celluloid Closet, championed the film as a progressive work ahead of its time. Furie's film does not use homosexuality as a boogeyman, he writes, and indeed, the gay Pete character is easily the most likable bloke in the whole movie. He's the one you most want to see happy. That's what I get from it anyway. There's also a fantastic Edinburgh relay sequence in the film, which is its main set piece, and really there is emotion in most every camera move, and every close-up, all of which is brilliantly staged. This is an extraordinary, invaluable film that helps me define to people why I think Furie is one of our most underrated, living, veteran filmmakers, and I've made it my mission over the years to evangelize that perspective. It was extremely well reviewed in its initial run. It's still a prized child, which is to say a favorite of the directors, and it got Sidney the job directing The Ipcress File, the film that delivered him onto international success and the attention of Hollywood. It's an honor to be his friend, and I will forever be grateful that he made The Leather Boys. By the way, producer Raymond Strauss was quite a character, and the films that he bankrolled were pretty dicey, pretty risky, pretty chancy in early 60s England.